My first guest is one of my favorites. She is an Oscar, Emmy, and Tony-winning actress. She stars in F9, which hits theaters Friday, June 25th. Here is Helen Mirren! Oh, my God! Yes! Oh, my God! You are the absolute, you are the greatest ever! Oh, my God, that is the greatest. Oh, my goodness, I love you. Helen,
I'm in my favorite place in the world.
oh, my God. You are the greatest. I love that you're in a bath. You might be the first guest ever to be in a bathtub on The Tonight Show as a guest.
Well, that's the brilliant thing about Zoom. I was thinking, why not be in the place that you love to sit and chat to people? I love having a chat to my husband while I'm sitting in the bath. So why not do it to the whole of America?
Yeah, very smart. Why not? That's why you're the best. I love you.
I'm running out of bubbles, though. That's the problem. You were chatting away,
I'll make the interview very
and my bubbles were going down.
I'll make the interview very fast then, yeah.
Fast, please.
Yes, of
fast
course.
And furious. Yes.
Fast and furious. Oh, we already segued in. Brilliant mind. I do want to ask you some questions, though. I love that you're in a bathtub. It's so fun. I follow you on the social medias, and I see that you're very in tune with nature. Wherever you live, there's lots of creatures and animals and squirrels and squirrels. Yeah,
Chipmunks, golden mantles,
yes,
jays, blue jays, coyotes, and of course bears.
Now, I have a clip of you, a black bear, Helen Mirren confronting a black bear. Take a look at this.
Can't come on here. No. Go on.
It's not going to stop you.
Go on.
Better watch out.
No, he's fine. Go on. Go on. Go on there. Go on. Naughty bear. Naughty bear. Naughty bear.
Naughty bear!
Naughty bear.
Is yelling naughty bear, is that exactly how you get rid of the black bear?
Well, it worked, didn't it? And I've seen that bear since, and every time, I think it's a she, I don't know if it is or not, but every time I see her, I go, naughty bear, go on, off you go, and off it goes.
I think you should make Naughty Bear into a children's book.
Naughty Bear, yes. Kids love that.
Yeah, why not?
Kids absolutely love that video.
Yeah.
Show it to your kids, they love it, because I think they get told off so often. They're told that they're naughty and they should go to bed or something. So they really recognize it.
Can you tell me about your show that you're doing? 'Cause, speaking of nature, it's called When Nature Calls with Helen Mirren. I think it's really funny. Great title, but explain the premise, because that's what I really love.
It's a lovely idea. It's all the offcuts from these great nature shows. When they do these incredible nature shows, especially the BBC, they have hours of film that they can't use in the actual program. But it's great footage. It's incredible footage.
Sure.
So we've taken that footage and we've sort of given the animals voices, and made them sort of understandable in their world. It's a way of putting ourselves within the animal world and just showing that we all share the same planet.
I think
it's very funny too.
I think it's really funny. Yeah, I love that premise. I was researching you for this interview. Of course, we've done many interviews, and I realized that you're very close to an EGOT. You have an Emmy, you have an Oscar. You're a Tony winner. And I think the next is, do you want to announce it tonight? Are you dropping an album?
I wish. I have a terrible disadvantage where a Grammy is concerned, which is that I absolutely can't sing. I really, really, really can't sing. So, it's a terrible disadvantage for an effort to get a Grammy. Maybe I could do a spoken word album, but that's as close as I'm ever going to get to a Grammy.
But then what is this? Because I found this photo of you on the internet.
Oh, that's from a long time ago. Yes, I was. That was a theatre show I was doing, and it was called Teeth and Smiles, and it was about. It was sort of based on Janis Joplin in a way, so I'm kind of trying desperately to channel the great Janis Joplin there. But I did sing on stage, but really I shouted on stage, sort of vaguely in tune, but maybe not at all. But it was a great experience.
Was it like a rock and roll audience?
It was pretty rock and roll. It was the first time rock and rollers came to the theatre, actually. It was the first time they'd ever done a play. And, but I proved the fact that I'm so not rock and roll by nature. You know, I'm a sort of good theatre girl by nature rather than a mad rock and roller. Because one night Keith Moon sort of appeared out of the blue, well, actually out of a rubbish bin that he'd fallen into in the alleyway outside my dressing room.
No way.
And I heard this huge kerfuffle, you know, at the stage door, which was down below my dressing room, coming up the stairs outside my dressing room, and then bang, bang, bang on the door. And I opened my door, and it was just before my last entrance in the play. And it was Keith Moon standing there. He said, "Hello, Ellen." I said, "Gosh, Keith, what an honor to meet you. How fabulous." He said, "I'm coming on stage with you. It's supposed to be fantastic. I'm coming on stage with you." And to my absolute discredit, my rock and roll discredit, I sort of got very English and, "Oh, no, Keith, you know, I don't think that's a good idea." He was completely blasted instantly. He was completely out of it. So I did say no, and it was a terrible mistake because, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered how chaotic it had been. It would have been just such a fabulous experience to be on stage with Keith Moon.
You would have been a member of The Who, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what? You're already a rock star. You don't need it. We love you, but I want to talk to you about F9 and the latest in the Fast and Furious franchise. More with Helen Mirren in a bathtub.
Hey, hey.